Question.
Williams will get on at 12:20.
What's loud?
I think you're first. We're live.
Hey, we live.
Excuse me, can you close the door, sir? We're doing a show. We're live. Say black people. Excuse me, can you close the door, sir? We're doing a show. We're live. No, it's just starting. We're on Central Standard Time today. I'm ready, Joe. I'm sorry. I'm getting together. I'm sorry.
You echoing.
We're on Central Standard Time today. I'm ready, Joe. I'm sorry. I'm getting together.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. We here. Pouring live from Houston. Started my day off early today with French toast and red cup. You know me. Nikki, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah,
Blessed.
We finally got it up. We finally
Ready
got
for
it up and running. Yeah, I'm out poolside. I was gonna get in the water, but I don't know yet.
We're having an official day party for the book signing tour. So this, I guess, is our first stop for this book signing. So today, I guess we will have Norwood, and definitely Joe has a lot to say, I'm sure, about what's going on in our wonderful politics. And I'll talk about high functioning retard of the week. Oh my God. And then we'll get into step parenting again. So how was your week, Joe? I mean,
we busy working. This is my first Friday and Saturday I haven't hung out in a couple months.
Right. So. Yeah, it's different, you know, when you get a little older. You're like, man, I just want to be in the bed by 10 o'clock on Friday.
On a Friday. So, but then now I'm in Houston. Come out to Houston on Sunday.
Right.
And day partying on a Tuesday.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Our lives as well. So I'm having a good time. So
okay.
Let me see.
We'll get back into it. Hollywood Joe.
Yep. Every week, so not much, Joe Biden, he's president. All the cabinet members have been sworn in, and they're about to go to trial for the impeachment on Trump. We'll see. Joe came in swinging, signing a bunch of executive orders, basically undoing everything Trump did. So it's no surprise. It's just, can he keep it going? Besides that, it just feels like everything in the world is right. Like, he's gone. Back to normal as far as the politics. And at this rough 4 years gone, I just feel good about that. But besides that, it really ain't nothing been cooking no more. It ain't gonna be entertaining to talk about without crazy Trump no more.
Right. So as soon he went to work, he started work on Wednesday.
Yeah, he worked the first day.
And he signed 10 executive orders, right?
I think it was more than that, but he had quite a few. So,
and so I saw this morning, one of the executive orders was about racial something. So I didn't know what that was. And then it was like $2,000 a
month. I mean, he's trying to push child credit for $3,000 a year. He switched transgenders to join the army now. That was something he did. The pipeline in Montana, he flipped that. He stopped the building of the wall against Mexico immediately. He's pushing for $15 minimum federal wages, and he's trying to do a whole new relief plan. I mean, Joe went straight to work.
I like that. I do.
Yeah, he went straight to work.
I appreciate he did that. That's good.
We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna take a few months, but we'll see. He already getting backlash, and the GOP don't really know which direction their party's going in.
Yeah, because Mitch McConnell was the talk of this morning when I was watching CNN, and I didn't understand why was he still relevant.
He basically backed what the Democrats are trying to do.
Oh,
So they just in a bad spot. They don't know where to go. Like Trump talking about starting his own party. They're confused right now.
oh, so they started something in this the hearing on impeachment this
Yeah,
morning.
yeah. So we'll see how many votes is bipartisan and how many go along the line of their parties. I mean, I don't think we ever have to worry about Trump being president again. They just trying to make a point at this current time. Like
Right.
you can't do that. We're not gonna ever let you get away with that. This is where we at.
But I like the idea that he won't get his salary or his pension either, right?
No salary, no pension, no travel credit on our dime, no civil service. Can't hold off federal office ever again. So that don't mean he's gone. Like he got a strong cult following. So we'll see. We will see. Besides that, all writers in the world, yo.
I mean, the weather's not too bad, and it seems like there's a calm over the earth now.
Yeah,
There's not so much ruckus. I guess that's because Trump is not there, but it feels like people can finally exhale. I know
yeah,
unemployment for some people haven't started back yet, but it's not even like a lot of people are tripping because they know it's coming. Um,
yeah.
and we encourage people to read on all of your stuff. The same information we report to y'all, we have read and got our own information from. So do it to your best understanding. Don't listen to what JoJo off the block said, or you know, one of the rappers said, "Oh wait, Joe. So before Buddy left, he pardoned who?"
Oh, Kodak Black and Lil Wayne. Kodak and Lil Wayne.
I can't believe that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
Trump's a wild guy. He's a wild guy. So there was a question though. They was like, would you support Trump if he pardoned you?
I answered that last week, and I would have put my red hat on. I would have turned my house, my whole neighborhood into a Trump. Absolutely, absolutely. I'm sorry. I mean,
Make America great again.
let the record show. Yes, if that was an option, I would have had a whole. Remember, I said I was gonna make greens like the whole like what's the thing called where you go in like the whole
You gonna make it a Trump site?
building. Yeah, like the Trump. Like you come here, we're gonna put up flags. We're gonna yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. I would have been the biggest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they probably paid money. You know what I'm saying?
Probably.
Because they didn't get anybody to vote for Trump because they were voting for Trump. So it had to be a monetary thing. So, Mr. Trump, I don't have any money. I didn't take the money. So I need to be your biggest black woman supporter. Stacey Abrams. The fuck?
Well, that's over. That ended last week.
Right.
So
So
he didn't pardon none of his people that stormed the Capitol, but Lil Wayne and Kodak Black.
I'm surprised he didn't do the people that stormed the
That's it.
Capitol.
That would be bad. That would be bad.
Yeah, because he's
That's a
still
bad
facing
look.
those charges. Yeah. That would have proved that you had something to do with that.
Yeah, just make you
Because
look just bad.
yeah, because at the end he was trying to say, I don't have anything to do with that.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I would have had a whole election center. I would have had my signs up with all, the group home kids and KJ, the twins, vote for
But
Trump.
beyond that, F Trump. Today is also a it was a rough day today 1 year ago. Kobe Bryant passed and his daughter. I remember we was at Longhorn or Texas Roadhouse, one of the two.
Mhm.
And I remember sitting at the table and people started getting an alert from TMZ that Kobe passed away. So
Joe, that was me and you.
yeah, me, you, and Toast was at Longhorn. Yeah,
Right. And
yeah,
we didn't believe it until everybody was talking about it around us. And I was like, what are you talking about? Kobe Bryant can't die.
yeah. So I'm taking my shot for Kobe Bean Bryant and his daughter. Just make sure everybody, when you throw garbage away today, you shoot it and yell out Kobe in honor of the great 24, number 8. My man Kobe.
Yeah, it was oh my God. That was
Exactly
a
1 year
strange
ago
day.
today.
It was a strange day. There was like, the earth was like, it was strange.
Yeah.
Because
I'm pretty sure
people still
everybody's gonna
weren't
remember.
believe.
They're gonna
But if you
remember where
think,
they was at.
yeah, everything after Kobe died was horrible. I mean, we did not come back from 2020 at all after Kobe died.
Yeah, 2020 turned up on us. It really did. We thought shit
I
was
mean,
sweet. 2020 turned up.
yeah.
2021 trying to turn up a little bit too, but 2020 started out crazy. My guy Nick, yes,
Toast.
yes, yes. So
There's people
we'll
over here.
move on.
There's people. That's Quinn's little sister right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my turn.
Yes,
I'm
we're
going
gonna
to get my
move.
stuff out the way. High functioning retard of the fucking week. I'm gonna try to stay calm. I'm gonna chill, shawty. I'm gonna chill. But the high functioning retard of the week goes to the person that decided to shun. Is a good word, Nicholas?
I don't know what you're saying.
My mother this morning on social media.
Oh.
Let me tell you something, America. There's a couple of things I don't play about, and like she's one of them. Don't do that. It gets really, really bad. So what happened was my mother was asked, which was not her job, to do an obituary for somebody she did not know about their kids that she did not know that was from an estranged family. Of course, my mother took the job and was like, okay. I said, Mom, don't take the job because it's going to go bad. This morning I woke up to a whole 7-paragraph.
As she shows the picture.
So black, huh? I don't even come to your office doing stuff. You try to come to my show doing stuff, bro.
The brother sister dynamic.
So she wrote it with the best information she could get because being that the kids had not talked to the father in well over 30 years, didn't deal with the stepmother in over 30 years, there was no communication. So when the thing said, you spelled my name wrong, you didn't put my great cousin in it, you put this person name, it's a long post. So I said, what's happening? Like, why are we even here? So, sis, let me tell you something. Yes, you're my cousin, but at any point in time, do not get it fucked up. Please don't play with my mother. Play with yours. Don't play with mine.
Somebody snapped on Facebook.
Yes, and I did go on Facebook, and say everything I fucking wanted to say. And still, you can call me. And see, what I didn't like, let me tell you what I didn't like. Me, her, and my mom and one of her sisters, since her dad passed, had a chat that we were talking in to try to get some arrangements together. So why did you feel like, because that means I'm going to go to social media too, sis. Why did you feel like you needed to shun or say anything about my mother on Facebook for writing your daddy's obituary? Well, you got me fucked up. Don't ever in your life get it fucked up. Tell me, Nicholas.
Don't get it fucked up.
Don't get it fucked up. Don't get it fucked up. I mean, it was just dumb, Joe. Like, I woke up, it's the longest post ever. And let's not talk about your spelling mistakes, sis. And I'm dyslexic, and I know I can't fucking spell. So, bitch, you can't spell neither. So you should not have went to nobody's social media to talk about nothing about nobody fucking spelling. Trust. Man, big man. I was like, the fuck, my mother, that wasn't my mother's job, Joe. That wasn't she took it on because that's how she is. But don't do my mother. You could have called me. You could have said, hey man, damn, y'all kind of fucked up, you know what I'm saying? The obituary, or say something. Bitch, why you didn't write it? Oh, because you didn't spoke to your father in 30 years. Oh, because you couldn't. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I have nothing to say. And if you want to say something to me, you can call me on the phone because I won't go to social media. I did this morning because I don't give a fuck. But yeah. And one more high function retard. To the person that Trey, my friend, was fighting with on Facebook last week about the show because Trey called my son's family a bitch. Yes, I didn't have anything to do with it. So yeah, you go to my page again and you see people arguing about they didn't like that Trey said their family was a bitch. First of all, Miracle, let me tell you something. Me and Trey married 2 cousins, 2 bitch ass niggas. So Trey, out of all people, can absolutely say that they're fuck niggas. Nobody else may be, but Trey and me, absolutely. I chose not to. I chose to take the high road, but she may be tired of taking the high road because she had 4 of them motherfuckers. No, I did not leave the hospital. Quinn, tell him, ma'am, I need birth control. I will never go through this again with this fuck nigga. Trust. Birth control. I've been on the pill for fucking, how old's KJ? 17 years. Absolutely not. Will not have another baby with a fuck nigga. America, y'all better get it right. Don't do it. I'm not having babies with fuck niggas. I left the hospital on the pill. Been on the pill since. No. Yep. And been married. Yep. I don't care. No. So I don't know what I'm mad about today. I'm mad about a lot of things. But I'm finished.
You sound like the dude that was at the beginning of that Jay-Z track. Let me tell you why I'm mad.
I'm mad. Yeah. The fuck? Stupid. And don't go to it's so unclassed. I'm too old to do that. So do not go to social media talking about it. Doesn't make sense. Like I don't get it because that's like it'll always be on the internet. So maybe if you didn't mean it, maybe it was said wrong. It doesn't matter. You can't take certain things to social media. So to both of those situations, I don't know what to tell you because you really didn't have a dog in that fight. So you chose to. And I mean, I don't really play games like that. I don't play crack games, period. Like, so those retards of the week play crack games, and I don't play crack games. Not the fuck me. Nicholas, you ready? So Nicholas is next.
No, is William on?
Why is William going first?
Is Reese on?
You gotta come talk about this book.
I want Reese to get on first.
We'll call your person.
Who he want?
He wants the person that bought the book.
Yes.
To talk because they run the raffle. So we sent them the link so they can get on. So I see we have somebody's here, but that's the person for the next segment for step parents. So Nicholas always holds up our show. Like I don't even understand. Like
he really does. It's whatever he has in his car.
And my thing is, why is he on every week? Producer, like, how do you let that happen? It's the Joe and Nikki show. Clearly on the screen it says Joe and Nikki. I don't never say the Norwood show. No, I don't know. He was playing music so loud. I said, bro, we can't play that because it's not our music. He's like, yes, we can. I said, sir, this can't work. I can't. And there's a whole party here. There's a whole day party.
Yeah. He got us out here wearing these
I'm not staying for the day. There's people here.
You see you in court shirts.
We repping for him though.
See you in court.
Nicholas. I can't wait for your people. What is he doing?
Just talk about 20.
Well, you can talk about your
21. You move the plate.
Stop kicking my stuff.
So much stuff.
That's Versace book bag.
All right, we got a book. Yeah, the book is good. We have the winner for the book. He's supposed to call on. I don't know where he's at, but
he's not here.
Who's J.K. Phoenix?
Jamon Phoenix.
Okay, we have somebody who won the book. The first person to buy the book. His name is Maurice, and he has very good reviews for the book. So we want to get him on to talk about the book briefly, but he did win the $100 prize. Okay, we still haven't done the raffle for the $500 prize because I haven't done the raffle. Blame me. But go out and buy the book. It's good information. All the people that did what I asked them to do for the raffle, they're locked in. We might do another raffle next month, but we're not going to add more people to the new raffle. But I encourage people to buy the book. It is good information, and I hope you enjoy it. Hello?
Is that a
I'll get you back.
You got to tell them how to get in the raffle, the next raffle.
The next raffle, purchase the book, place it on your social media, showing proof that you purchased the book. Put it in your story, put it on your page, whatever. Talk about the book, and you will automatically show me proof. You'll automatically be put in a raffle to win $500. We'll probably do it for 1 or 2 more months after this, but after that, I mean, I ain't big balling like that. I'm a lawyer on a budget, so after that, we'll probably close it off.
Hey Nick, you're a lawyer on the budget. As I
Right.
sit
Thank you, Joe.
Joe, that's why I got a budget right there. The 2 little twin girls. But it's a good book. It's just good information for you. And I guarantee it's something that you've never experienced in life when you read this book. It's just really good information. It's just like having a free conversation with a lawyer. Lawyers charge anywhere from $50 to $200 just to talk to them. This book is $10. Buy it. It's good information just so you can know in the future. It might save you from spending $10,000 in the future. And it might save your life, might save your career. It's worth it. Get the book.
They're asking who do they tag? Who do you want them to tag for the raffle?
Tag Nikki, tag Joe, tag me. It'll get to me.
There you go.
And we had a raffle. So Maurice's, is that our raffle today?
Yes,
That's what she said. Yeah.
So he was the first one to buy the book. But he has to subscribe to our show. Like, how did he even know then? Was he on the show?
Well, he was in a group with me, and I told him about it.
Oh, where did I know? He has to come on here to get some $100 from me.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah. I mean, if not, we're gonna move on to Larisha Burge because I know she bought the book.
We'll give him to the end of the show to get on. How about that? And we'll come back. We'll revisit. We'll table this. Does that work?
You know I'm real mad today.
Man, bad day. I love you.
Man, I like looking at the dumb shit early in the morning.
What we drinking over here? We got about 8, 10 people up there. We day party and drinking. We having a good time.
I'm gonna get cussed out in these comments in a minute.
Why?
I'm drinking water.
What?
Janelle, that's the first lie. Because you see.
Oh, okay. He's drinking filtered water.
Filtered with liquor.
Oh my God.
And I don't know why our comments can't see. We don't have any over here. And over here we just see people. So thank you for all of our viewers. Please follow, subscribe to us on YouTube. We can't see when you make comments on Facebook Live, so go to YouTube and we can see them there. So you want to move on, Joe? I mean, it's kind of early, but at least we'll be able to do secrets of the week. I'll that parents, you said right? Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So we're going to touch again on step parenting. We talked a little bit about it last week, and there was some controversy. I know after this show, I got a lot of messages, like 10 or 15 messages, both positive and negative, about how people felt about the stuff that step parents have to do. And, some people even said that you shouldn't date anybody else until that child is out of the house. Well, sis, here we go. My child was 2. So you expected me to wait 16 years to go on a date? Because my ex-husband has sex with the secretary? I'm lost. Because it's not my fault. So he not dating and doing everything else. So you wanted me? That made sense? No. You come on the show again. Like I told you yesterday, you can come on the show.
I will say this. There should be a bit of a higher standard for the parent that has full custody. If you have full custody, if you have your child or you're responsible for the child's geographic location, I think there should be a bit of a higher standard because you don't want others around that particular child. And I think that's the goal. It's easier if you don't have the child.
Okay, so say my sister, you saying since I had full custody of KJ, should have done what?
You shouldn't wait 16 years, but there should be a bit of a higher standard. Maybe he can date immediately. That's just life. Right. But maybe you have to know somebody for a year before you start bringing them around.
That's true. That's true. I should have done that. That's true. But after I got divorced, I had 3 relationships, maybe.
33.
No, 33. Don't play with me. You don't.
Nick, what's in your cup? He said 33.
It wasn't no 33. I didn't have no lot of
You got a lot,
relationships.
Simon.
No, I did not. Fuck, man. You're trying to play me on the low, bro. Why? This is America. Like, this is fucking live, bro. No. So I'm gonna bring on my stepchildren, and I'm going to ask him questions, and I'll let Joe ask him questions, Nicholas. So I dated his father for about 7 years. So I saw his kids, he had 5 kids. I saw his kids go from elementary and middle school all the way up to Jamon, who is graduating law school or getting ready to go to law school, right? So I still am in contact with the kids regularly. Hey, Jamon.
Hey, everybody.
So
good afternoon. Where y'all at? Is it afternoon or morning?
Yeah, it is. So I'm in contact still with all of the kids. When I go to Houston, I see the girls. 2 of them live in Atlanta. Jamon lives in DC. But then when they're here, I try to reach out. So those were my kids. I just saw them grow up, and I was able to do they were with KJ. So KJ definitely still calls them his brothers. It was good. It didn't end bad, and that's why we can still have the relationship we have. So I introduced Jamon Phoenix. You want to tell us something about yourself, dear?
Yeah, well, certainly good to meet everybody. Certainly great to see you again, Nikki and Nick. Certainly glad that y'all are all doing okay amid this very perilous time. As Nikki mentioned, I'm Jamon Phoenix, JK for short, because a lot of people can't pronounce my first name. And as Nikki mentioned, I live and work in DC, and she has been a really, really great role model, I would say, for my brothers and I and sisters. In addition to that, I have 2 older brothers, Talon and Christopher, and they are both truck drivers. So they are unable to make it at this specific time, but they definitely do, especially Talon sends his greetings, Nikki, and everyone else.
So, Jamon, tell us about the pros and cons of when you had a stepmom.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that the long and short of that is, my brothers and I specifically, we were in in a position where we had a stepmom and a stepfather for a period of time, and both relationships were extremely different. And to begin with yours, just for short. I think your relationship specifically with us, it provided leverage for us to, I would say me, because we all live different experiences, right? It provided leverage for me to get closer with my dad as I saw him more available. So in a way, you underscored and you highlighted him as a parent, right? Made him better as a parent. And I think that was a specific advantage. I guess on the other end of the spectrum, with my mother, and she's now a divorcee. With her first husband, it was a totally different dynamic because there were some complications of trauma and other issues, and of course a strain on the family structure because he had, in addition to my mom's 3 children, he had 3 girls, 3 children that were living in the house, and it was always a very complex dynamic. And so I guess the long and short of your answer, how was having step parents growing up? I would say for me, I included it as a bonus add, especially in respect to you and my father's relationship. But however, that goes without saying. Research shows that these blended families of what we will call them, they are very complex, and in fact, stepchildren are the primary benefactor of an extended relationship between, per se, a step parent and a biological parent. where the children just take, sheer prominence. And we've seen that in on both, of course, um, you and my dad's spectrum, and of course my mother and her ex-husband spectrum. And we've seen that for the good of it from your point of view, and the very worst of it from my mother and her relationship with her first husband point of view. I hope that answered the question.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I remember, like, in the beginning, I was nervous because this was my first relationship with a person that had kids. And I know for the first couple of months almost, I was like scared to talk to your mom because I would see things on TV about, you know, that the baby mama's not going to like the new girlfriend. And so when I did speak to your mom, it was so much love and energy. It didn't give me anything but a runway to be great to her kids. Because I would definitely want somebody to be great to my son who wasn't able to get that. So I never minded being a stepmother, or I mean, if that's what it's called. I didn't say my stepkids. I didn't say Katie didn't say Chris was his stepdad. It was just an easy transition. We were definitely a family. I remember Quinn used to say, like, you love like kids. You should have a lot. I said, well, I got 5, including KJ makes 6. So I would always include them on my count just because, like, those were my kids. So
Yeah, I would say that you entered our lives, and I remember the very first day I met you. You entered our lives in a very peculiar way, in a way that it was loving, right? In the context of how we would meet a step parent normally, right, would
right.
be it will be after a broken relationship, or a divorce, and your biological parent is dating, which is to be expected, and then a child or a adolescent, they will then just meet their next step parent in a way that they're unaware, right? They don't really care. One, because I already have a parent. There's no need for me to have another parent. But on the other end, it is also, there's always that level of complexity, especially if that other person has a biological child. And so to underscore your point, you kind of framed our relationship before it even really started in a way that, hey, look, I don't want to be your mother, and neither am I trying to be your mother, but I'm with your father, and I'm going to love you as though I love my own child. And I
Absolutely.
think that was a very critical point that led us to understand that, hey, like, she doesn't want to be our mother. She only wants what's best for us. Um, and in addition to that, it was traditions that we got with you that we didn't necessarily get at home. And so I think that those
What's one of those
experiences, right,
traditions?
when you
What's
share new experiences, you make, especially a child. I'm sorry.
tell me one thing that
It,
was the rule.
it was one tradition, Sunday dinners. Yeah, I grew up in a very impoverished background. In fact, but it was one tradition with Sunday dinners at many different restaurants. Many people find that to be rudiment and funny, but I find it to be very, very, very. I find to be enthusiastic about it, because it was like, wow, like, people actually do this. Because from my perspective, I only saw that in movies, right? Like, I only saw people eat out in movies or sit around at a dinner table in movies. And so that was a tradition that I was impressed with, and I was like, okay, she obviously has love for family, and that was like that of course made us get closer with you. And I mean, again, you take the good and the bad, but I think with you, it's all good. And we saw the both ends of, well, I can say for me, I saw the ends of both, right? A very bad step parent and a very good step parent, and both of them was really brought on by how someone frames a relationship with a child at the beginning. And people don't understand that. A lot of people don't understand that when they're trying to get to know, especially young children, or children just getting into their adolescent years. That is very different. It's a very difficult time for them, because that's when someone is really changing. They're very impressionable, and they don't want another parent. But very fortunate for you, you became really that parent and second loving mother.
Joe, you have anything, questions?
No, I'm just listening. Like, I feel like I'm part of the audience right now. That's the first story for me. I ain't really been nobody's step parent. I've had step parents, and I love them to death. Like, they did exactly everything that you need from somebody outside of your own mother and father. Even though my actual mother and my actual father was around, they just wasn't together, so they had their own relationships. I understand now, being older, but I never really had no problem
Alexis.
when I was younger. Like, my stepdad treated me like I was his first son before even his own biological son, and my stepmother took me in like I was her son. So it really, I never had no problems. I hear stories about people and their issues, but I can't relate. My perspective is my reality. In my opinion, step parents are good. It's a different dynamic,
Mhm.
but shoot, if you older, especially if you're older, and out here dating, you know what happens in a relationship. It don't necessarily mean just because you have a child that you're supposed to be together. I mean, so and that can be toxic for the kid too. But if you have a good step parent relationship, that can be great. So I'm just listening. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about all those different
Absolutely,
things. Yeah, you
that
go,
is
JJ.
toxic for the child. I mean, especially if we don't frame it in an appropriate manner. You gotta frame that. Many people don't. Many people just say, "Oh, hey, yeah, hey, this is this new person." You gotta let them know that me. If I'm married and I get divorced and I have a child, I gotta let them know. And I begin dating again. I gotta let them know that my ex-wife, your mother, will always be there, but I also have to move on. A good example, right, that I always go back to is Vice President Kamala Harris. She has two stepchildren. She married, I think, in 2017 or 2015, and her stepchildren were in college when they got married. And so that's a good example on how Doug Onoff is, who her husband is, how they mesh and put their family together. It really all starts with conversation and letting the child know, or the adolescent know, or even the young adult know that, hey, I'm human too. We are all human. Understanding if you are married, understanding the divorce cycle, and understanding the central role that children will play in a relationship even after a divorce and going into new relationships.
Very true.
Okay.
Very
Well, Devon, tell people how they can see you find you because you are definitely making moves in DC. You are an advocate for a couple of things. Me and Nichols are so proud, that we were able to touch your lives because you are definitely, you broke the standard. You broke the traditions. And
If I would have touched his life more, he would have been part of a different organization. But that's neither here nor there. Maybe I wasn't around enough.
he wanted to be Ice Ice, baby. He didn't want to be.
It happens.
We definitely were surprised you went that.
I would say that I owe all of.
Oh shit.
Say that again.
We definitely were surprised when you did that because I assumed because you kind of, you and Nick was kind of
Really.
I thought you would go cute. I really did. But
I got caught up just in the very good light of alpha.
You got trapped.
So
That's what they do. It's okay.
I do want to say I still follow, keep up with you all. Through social media and just through my conversations with my father. I would say that y'all's presence in our lives, I can speak for my brothers now, that it had a profound impact on us. Nikki understands the very context of our lives before she met us and after, right? She got to know us. And just the presence there, it was a very impressionable thing. Y'all's father, your mother, Miss Lena, those relationships, although we don't talk every day, were very impressionable for me because, again, my age, and it showed me a different perspective of family and what family dynamics are supposed to be like. Not saying that my current or my biological family dynamics were totally bad, but to digress. I mean, again, I thank you for this. If y'all want to reach out, just again, follow me on LinkedIn, JK Phoenix, on Facebook at Jamon K Phoenix, and I'm always happy to chat and to help people navigate. Right now, I am working as a federal lobbyist. I'm a federal lobbyist in Washington, D.C., and I help Black business, minority business owners understand the complexities of the capital finance industry, really just trying to help businesses start and grow their businesses, help business owners start and grow their businesses, among a plethora of different other things. But so if you all have any questions about, I'm a business owner, I want to start a business or form an enterprise, but I don't know how to get capital. We understand that Black people are woefully underrepresented in the venture capital and just capital access space overall. And I think I found the niche in this ability to help people get money to start a business so that they can build wealth, because we also understand, in addition to homeowning, that business ownership is one of the sole ways that people can build wealth in America, of which Nikki showed us as well in many of her business ventures throughout the years.
Good. Okay. Well, our producer is Quinn. She turns 40, and we knew Quinn was your favorite. So I know she's not going to get on, but she is waving. We know Jamon and Quinn were just two of a kind. I don't know what kind of bond y'all had, but she turned 40 last week, and then,
And
I know
tell
Jamon
her I said happy belated birthday.
She can hear you. She's our producer. I was like, Jamon's coming on. She's like, oh, my baby.
Happy belated.
Okay.
Happy belated birthday. Please reach out to me anytime you need me.
I will.
And again, I still remember those jelly meatballs we made at Nikki House many years ago, and they were really funny. So reach out to me anytime.
All right, thank you, Jamon. I'll talk to you later. We appreciate
Bye, everybody. Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, we're gonna bring on Reese.
Reese.
Hey guys. Sorry, I'm driving. I'm going to go pick up my kids.
Nah, handle your business, man. Check it out. You are the winner of the Debrief with Joe and Nikki sweepstakes, because you're the first person to purchase the book. Give us your thoughts on the book.
Yeah, it was a cool, easy read. I learned some stuff on the science of how alcohol affects your body. I learned some of the legal stuff. The do's and don'ts. I thought I had an idea of what to do, but I mean, I thought you gave really good points that I never thought of. So it was a good book.
As a person who drinks heavily, Reese, you're the person who takes 2 shots before they have a meal. Do you think this book will help you in the future?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you preface that, hey, you shouldn't be drinking and driving in the first place, right? So, I mean, you definitely make that clear in the book. But if you do, I thought it was some good pointers. Again, I think what I took away from it the most is how, alcohol affects my body. You kind of do a little game plan before then. And then also, if you can drill in your head those steps that you mentioned, keeping your eyes forward, not chit chat.
Don't tell too much. Nothing about a book.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah, about a book. Don't tell too much.
But I thought, if you could drill those points in your head, then yeah, I think definitely, if you're too drunk that you can't remember those points, you shouldn't be driving.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Yes, the book is not how to commend yourself for drinking and driving. It's for what though? Like, what is that gray area that you're not drunk and are drunk?
The book is for that person who may have had some drinks, and kind of walks the line between being able to go home or officer taking them to jail. Too many times I see clients who really were okay to drive, but legally they can be arrested for DWI. This book protects them. So
Right.
if people like Reese, more people like Reese buy the book, and Reese didn't even know about the sweepstakes for the record, y'all.
Oh.
He was a friend supporting me, saying, "Oh, you read a book? Fuck it, I'll buy it." And he bought that shit. He liked it. I didn't even know he was buying it. I was like, "Yeah, y'all, I wrote a book." He bought it. He read it quick, and he liked it. And then he left a review. So Reese, I appreciate you as always. I've known Reese for 20 years now at this point. But
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah.
he went to North Carolina State. But I met him through Terry.
Okay.
So Reese, thank you. Send your cash out to me, and you'll make sure you get your money today. Okay.
Okay. All right. Appreciate y'all.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink more.
You're gonna drink more?
Yeah.
So we had a question. Why are you on our show every week? Is it
Because you asked me to be on the show every week. Don't do that. Don't get in front of your viewers and that. Like I could be chilling. I could be doing other stuff. You asked me to be on something. Did you know? I don't
live show?
No, that's not true.
Joe, are you gonna go in the photo booth with so our host, Mr.
Gracious host,
bought us a photo booth to go live in the show with. So Joe, did you want to get on your phone and try to do that and take pictures, or I don't know how. I don't even know what to do.
I'm feeling nice over here right now. I'm about to.
He's gotta go.
Oh, he's about to show it.
Yeah. You gotta go out there too.
No, I don't.
Producer, can you change the name of the show to the Norwood Show featuring Joe and Nikki? That's how I feel. Like, I mean, the fact that I'm even sharing my screen like that.
My screen. I love you, though.
Oh, you got a lot going.
We don't.
Where am I? Oh yeah. Okay.
We usually look alike some days.
No, never. I got a Richardson. You got a
Oh shit.
He's so excited.
That shit fresh, right?
Okay, so yo.
We in this thing.
Yeah.
You break it up.
Oh, Josh showed it.
Wait up.
Boom.
Yeah. We're on a budget thing.
Right, Joe. Why does he even say it to me on a budget?
Budget.
Why did you get a photo booth for the live show? Like,
That's for y'all. That's my gift to y'all.
I'll take cash.
Have better viewers. I'm starting the show next week.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't. No.
It's gonna be debrief with Wood and Wood.
We wouldn't even know what time to get on because it'd be a different time every week.
I wouldn't know what time to get on either.
Joe, you took the picture?
Oh, and we got a printer. Boom. And the book comes out. Post that shit.
All right. I'm gonna put it on my social media.
Oh,
All right.
good.
I'm out.
Yeah, this was dope.
Good show.
This was very dope. I'm about to hit the bar and yeah. Nikki, did you check my ticket yet?
I'll go change it now, Joe. I'm out. I'm out.
All right.
Have a great week. Appreciate y'all.
All right, thank you.
Good show.
Jamon looks